Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we just missed the tail end of the knife round, but it is looking like Nuke is going to be our map. Silent was the one to come out on top for Swole Patrol, so highly likely they take the CT side of this map. Now remember, it is a 1-0 series between these two teams. You can see it right here. We can doodle if we really want to. Can you not draw on the map anymore? No. No. Regardless, it's up here. Okay? 0 for Mythic, 1 for Swole Patrol. Now, let's keep in mind that Mythic blew a 13-3 lead in the last map. That was on Dust 2. So they're probably not feeling so great after that one slips out of their fingers. So they're just going to bum rush towards the upper bomb site here on Nuke. One tap dirt nap. Freakazoid, he's feeling it. He started to really come into his own there in the last part of that second half on Dust 2. We will see a bomb plant here, watching for the ramp flank. 2 players coming around the corner. Drim's going to be able to find one. There is a second player over there to bail him out should he need it. And Freakazoid getting his head popped like a big old Zitsky. And Flom, good off angle from him. Zelsis trying to make his way around. Silent is there. Silent finds 2. It's all down to Flom, and Silent cleaning house. 3 kills for him to close out the round. And Swole Patrol going to find their first pistol of this best of 3. It comes on the second map. So a solid performance there from Silent. He finishes it off in style. 3 headshots back to back. Back to back to back. Choked on my own spit. I'm okay now, though. It's all good. We're ready to rock and roll. So the 1-0 scoreline, remember, it took 27 rounds in the last map for Swole Patrol to find a lead. This time they do it in the first round. Solid. Solid. Keep that voice. Well, little man's going to find one on the Flom. Cooper, he finds his man. Hayes goes down with a headshot from the M4A4. It's already a 3 versus 5. Making a 2v5 is Zelsis. He's got that W key glued down on that mechanical keyboard. Does find Pullen. The last man standing is going to be Anger down here towards that ramp room. MP9 salvaged from a fallen CT, but it doesn't matter. Does he feel lucky? He does, but it's not going to be enough. Freakazoid with the P90. He comes running right on around the corner with that nerd mower, and he drops him. Retired war veteran cast. One man, one mission. To win the round, Mythic bought the AKs. We're ready to rock and roll. We're into the full gun round. Now, it is the bonus round here. MP9, P90, UMP. Kind of just bringing those in from the last round here for the CT side of Swole Patrol. They're looking to make it happen in a world where a man needed an AK to get a headshot with 1 bullet. I love it. I love it. This guy's insanely annoying. Bye! Go away then. It's pretty easy to solve your problem. There's an X button in the top right of your browser page. Exercise the demons. 2-0 for Swole Patrol. Looking to make it 3-0. That kitchen sink buy that they carry into this one. Trying to do a little bit of spamming here. Hazed over towards the squeaky door. Little man trying to make it happen. They do have some outside control and some light tagging going in towards the ramp room, so they're starting to put a little bit of pressure on some different areas of the map. As you can see, they've got outside control pulling all the way by Big Garage. Nobody's over there. They're actually playing heavy towards ramp. 3 players over here as that little bit of tagging makes it happen, but nevertheless, here it comes. Upper hit. Zelsis right there by the vent. Does he push in? Will he read the angle? It doesn't matter. Zelsis using that little tiny hole in the wall, and he doubles up. Not even opting to get the AK. Get the bonus money instead. Cha-ching, baby. 4 players stay alive for Swole Patrol. So far, this has just been such a CT-heavy best of 3. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, that MP9, boom, shakalaka, big money. And look at this. The entire CT side has AKs with the exception of Silent. That's how you know, and again, you hear it very often. A lot of analysts will say, you know your CT side is going well when you have all AKs. So far, it's looking pretty good for Swole Patrol. Now, granted, that was the first buy round. We can't really read too much into that. But kind of a sloppy execute out of the terrorist side. Didn't really get into that upper bomb site. Got bottlenecked into Squeaky. Didn't get out through HUD. And now they're going to be popping some heads on high. Look at this. Freakazoid able to find 3. Zelsis finding Flom in the meantime. And Zelsis going to find another one. So it's a full house for the CTs as far as frag distribution. 3 kills for Freak. 2 for Zelsis. Zelsis sitting at 7-0. Freakazoid 5-0 to open this map up. 4 rounds in. And things looking pretty good here for the CT side. It's appropriate that a guy named Holmes says Caster is a true homie. I try to be a true homie, man. I don't like giving anybody grief or anything like that, but man, just don't disrespect me like that. It's not cool. It's not cool. I don't come to your job and tell you suck at it, even though you probably do. Even though you probably don't even have a job. I mean, come on. Silent down in the lower bomb site. He's looking for these pesky terrorist side players. Flom did get tagged up, but he did manage to find some good damage on Cooper. But what is that drop shot? Completely denying Hayes to that vent position. Flom does get the trade, but look at this positioning from Zelsis. Deep in the big garage. Does find Anger trying to lurk on outside. And now Freak and Poland, and it's Freak. Flom does get the trade, but immediately traded back by Silent. And little man, he's on the hunt. Adren, nade out. Can't get the gun pulled out in time. It's 5-0 for Swole. I didn't read what he said over there in chat. Your timing was nuts. I'm assuming, I didn't see it from Hayes' POV, but I'm assuming that he probably looked away right as Cooper dropped from the vent. Still, that was a sick shot. You can't take anything away from Cooper's shot. You would think that you would get the draw on it, seeing the feet come down first, that Hayes would have gotten the reaction shot on it, but that was actually a pretty nutty shot from Cooper. As soon as he hit the ground, he popped him right in the head, so kudos to that for that shot. But nevertheless, Cooper picking up the big green. Let's see where he decides to go. It's outside. Is he looking for that smoke cross? Poland very fast outside. And Incendiary is actually behind him. They don't know that he's already made it to secret, so he can get down low quick. And they're going to put some pressure on ramp room. 3 players over here? Do they have 3? No. Observing on nuke. I saw Prius in chat earlier. Man, I don't envy your job when it comes to observing nuke. It's tough. It is real tough. And trying to do it yourself while commentating is equally as tough. Silent, though, opening things up, switching over to Flom's POV. Anger and Hayes going to combine for the kill onto Silent, and Flom able to find one onto Zelsis. Now they can slow things down if they want to. They've got ramp room control. 1 player to low to beat, and it's Flom to make it happen. So they've made it down lower. They can get the bomb plant. That's really the ultimate goal here. So there's the plant. Going to get that extra cheddar in the bank. Decon for Flom. Backside, lower sight boxes. Did he spot the leg? Pardon me. It's actually a 3-on-2 favoring the terrorist side. I was misreading the situation. Prius sucks. Get out. You guys don't understand how blessed you are to have some of the greatest observers in video games. You guys really don't know how blessed you are. You get me tonight. God, it's going to be a brutal night. Cooper trying to get back into this one, but Flom, he's got the superior angle. Going to pop that, push into the smoke, and we'll find the head through the backside of that smoke. So that's going to be that. So the first round on the board here, sail for Mythic. It's going to be 5-1. Priya sucks as a card. That I'm not going to argue, but like I was saying, man, I could take a brief second here to hype up our observers. You guys have some of the best casters in the industry. I'm not even close to that level. You know, I favor myself to be relatively decent at it. I've played the game long enough to know at least what I'm doing for the most part. Most of the time I have no clue, but you have some of the best commentators in the industry, in the entirety of esports, you know, to call your games. But you guys don't understand how blessed you are to have the greatest set of observers out there. Even the ones that don't necessarily do the top tier of observing tournaments and things like that. You know, you still have some of the greatest observers. Rush, Sapphire, Prius. They're incredible at what they do. So don't take that for granted, man. Don't take that for granted. Flom, though, he's not taking anything for granted. Neither is Poland, as they managed to blindside a couple of players. It's all down to Zelsis, who is at decontamination, but he is now dead. As Adren's going to find that one. Sail! So 5-2 it goes. 3 rounds the difference. It's going to be a wild ride. Dota casters are better, though. I can't really argue with that because I haven't really watched much as far as MOBAs are concerned. I'm not really into Dota 2 and League of Legends. I have heard numerous times that one of the greatest casters of all time is a guy by the name of Artosis, I believe, a StarCraft commentator. And back in the League of Legends days, that Monte Cristo is one of the greatest commentators that we've ever had the opportunity to listen to. Definitely two people that I have heard on different scenarios. Amazing commentators, absolutely amazing commentators. Yeah, Artosis. Did I get that right? Artosis, is that his name? So again, 2 rounds in a row here for the terrorist side. Toby Wan is the best caster for Dota. Yeah, I think I heard him cast some CS. He wasn't too bad at doing Counter-Strike. But I remember there being like backlash from the Counter-Strike community because we're very fickle. We don't want a Dota 2 commentator in our esport. It doesn't matter how good they are. Come on, guys. Come on, man. So 5-2, opening frag going the way of Cooper with the big green outside. Freakazoid on floor, going to get caught a little unawares there as Adren slides out and picks up another kill. So we will see Hayes make his way out upper. Zelsis probably supposed to be watching that, and he wasn't. Doesn't matter, though. Cooper up quick to heaven, does manage to find 2, and there's the trade. So it goes down to a 2 versus 1, but the CT side are able to make it happen. And Swole Patrol going to find a 6th round. Red Eye, I wouldn't rope Red Eye just into Dota. Red Eye is one of the greatest talents that we have in the esports industry. He does everything. He does everything. From his stage presence to his hosting chops to his play-by-play. I mean, the guy's done it all. He's seen it all. He's done it all. He's a true legend. Absolute legend. One of the greatest that we have. Cooper pushing outside, does manage to get some tagging out. They do see the nade come out, and Flom, I didn't think he was going to manage to find that kill, but he does manage to get it done. Anger trying to creep out upper, though, will lose his life. And Zelsis and Freakazoid going to work. Freakazoid again, Zelsis and Freak in a 1 versus 2 versus Flom. 1 versus 2 versus Flom. Ugh. So again, it's going to be Flom versus 2. And he's made his way around from outside. They do see Zelsis looking for that flank play. Probably going to call that he could be coming around from ramp. You see Freakazoid looking towards heaven. They actually have no idea where he's coming from, so he could get clean kills onto both of them. There is no hut window anymore, so he doesn't really have to worry about Zelsis' position. He's going to see Freakazoid. He's going to take the shot early. What does he do? He's going to back on out here. Does not have the bomb. So he is really working the angles on this. Zelsis actually hightailing it all the way outside to Big Garage. So this is interesting play from Zelsis. He's going to fall all the way back, try to watch the bomb as far away as he can because they know that Flom is low. Oh, there's no way he's going to know what's coming here. This is smart from Zelsis. He fell all the way back to Big Garage. Does Flom check the angle? That's really the question here. The answer is negative. So good positioning from Zelsis. A near clutch, 1 versus 3 for Flom. Not able to get it done, though. He will fall, and it will go 7-2. Now the money is drying up here for Mythic. They're going to have to go on the save. So we could potentially be seeing an 8-2 scoreline before all is said and done. I love that the whole chat is talking about like their favorite commentators and everything. That's cool. Go ahead, guys. List your favorites for commentators. It's always interesting to see that, you know, because like I said, we've got such a depth of talent in Counter-Strike. I'd like to see what your recommendations are for other commentators to check out. Hazed. Aggressive outside, but again, they've only got pistols to work with, and they're going to be full force. Flom with the drive-by does manage to get the trade onto silent, so going to limit them as far as their money raking is concerned, as they take down the only SMG on the map with the 1-kill trade. Chris Puckett, DDK, Sadakis, Anders, similar, nothing because he keeps it real. I would love to commentate with nothing, to be honest with you. It'd be G2. We would be G2 because both of our last names are Gilbert. We'd be the real G2, boys. Oh, yeah. Henry G, similar. I do miss similar. I do miss having similar in the CSGO scene. When I first came onto the scene and was commentating, I actually got really blessed with being able to commentate next to... My first big LAN that I ever did was ESCA Invite Season 17. And I got to sit next to Anders, and I got to sit next to Similar, and I got to do broadcasts with them, which was really, really, really special. It meant a lot. I learned so much from Similar. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. He's an amazing human being. Love the guy to death. Would love to work with him again. Talking about would love to work again, Mythic, they'd love to get around on the board here. It's not looking good again for them. It's 8-2 scoreline and a 2-man advantage here for the CTs. So again, not going according to plan, and Cooper rotating in to help Silent over towards ramp room, and Anger, he's just going to run right on in, not checking the angles, and Anger going to go down. That's a pretty easy kill for Silent. Good shot from Flom, though. Does get a rebuttal. Not able to double down, though. So it's a Dren and Flom in a 2 versus 4. And really all angles are covered here. You got Silent. He hasn't taken any damage over towards ramp. They don't have any nades towards ramp, but that's okay. And Flom just trying to barrel on in through Squeaky. He's going to get caught from the backside vents. That is Freakazoid's domain. He will find his second for the round. And Zelsis answers the call. So it's 9-2. And yeah, Prius, I was talking about you earlier, man. I envy, or I should say I don't envy you and having to observe this map. I'm trying to do as much, you know, I have it on auto director and everything, but I'm trying to play around as much as I can to catch neat little moments and stuff like that. But Nuke is definitely the hardest map to observe. There is no question about that. Other maps do have some tricky areas, like Overpass has its moments. I will tell you guys, my favorite commentator of all time is Tosspot. That is my favorite commentator. That goes all the way back to the what is it, the TSN days, got frag and all that kind of stuff back in 1.6. He's the one that I got. You know, this is sensational. I got the whole bleeding internally thing from him. I don't say that anymore because the whole thing was Skadoodle, you know, last year ago, whatever it was. But got that from him. The Wally Ace. Look it up. Wally 1 versus 5 Ace versus. Pentagram G-Shock, I believe it was at the time. That was SK versus Pentagram. Little man, though, spray down on the top of the silo, and he's going to find himself 3. Freakazoid gets 1. Cooper pulling out the USP to finish them off, and that is going to be double digits now acquired. Swole Patrol, 10-2. Thing with Skadoodle, yeah, he was hospitalized like last year or something like that because he had, I don't really know what it was, but they finally came out and said that he had some sort of internal bleeding. Can't remember exactly what the cause of that was, but yeah. And then I was commentating Cloud9 while he was in the hospital, and I said internal bleeding, but it's a catchphrase that I use a lot because I picked that up from Tosspot back in the day. I had to apologize like a million times for it. It's just one of those things that I say, and it just kind of came out. It was weird. Who commentated simple all play on cash? That would have been DDK and James. This is not FPL. You can't do that. Yeah, that was James Bardoff. Is Hayes 1 and 12? I'm pretty sure we caught the only kill that he got then. Silent, spam and smoke. We'll find Paul and Flom with the reply back, but again, it has been a rough half for the Mythic squad. Trying to make their way down lower. Hayes, there you go. See, you talk shit, you get hit. He's going to find another frag, but it doesn't matter. It's all traded immediately afterwards, and that's going to be 11-2. So Swole Patrol, they continue their CT side dominance from map number 1. Remember, it was a 13-3 scoreline that got blown by Mythic, and that's going to be it. So ever since then, they have won. Math is tough tonight, boys. Math is tough. It was a 12-2 half, 13-3. Pardon me. It was a 12-3 half, 13-3. So they have won 13, 24 rounds on the CT side out of the last 26. Ha! Quick maths. The ting goes pop, pop, cut, cut, cut. Little man and Freakazoid finishing things off in style. Another 3K on the outer corridor, outer yard, if you will, for Freakazoid. He gets it done. He's sitting up there at 18 and 7. Zelsis 18 and 2, 15 and 7 for Cooper. And it is just a complete dominant performance from Swole Patrol. I do hate that meme. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. I do like to meme when I cast. I haven't been told not to, so we keep the memes flowing like fine Chianti. Catch that reference, ladies and gentlemen. Freakazoid going to burn one alive. That's Hayes. He's having a rough go of it. Anger finally with a trade gives themselves a little bit of breathing room here. Freakazoid trying to come out in towards that upper bomb site, and Anger is there. Flom late flank, but it's Zelsis on top of Big Red outside that's going to capitalize on that. But again, Anger answers back. He's got 3 in the round. It's a 2 versus 2. Zelsis has been tagged as well as Anger. They have not put the bomb down just yet. That bomb is actually all the way back towards terrorist spawn. And Anger going to find 4. So could we see the, pardon me, that's a Dren. I saw an A. I saw an A with a 5-letter name, and I got confused. Anger will get 4. I got it done. Don't worry. He got there. I was a little preemptive on when I said 4 frags for it, but it's cool. It's cool. He got it done. So a 12-3 halftime score. We saw this in the last map. Can Mythic do to Swole Patrol what Swole Patrol did to them on Dust 2 in the second half? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. By the way, while we've got a minute here, shameless plug. If you guys feel so inclined or you enjoy the cast, you can follow me on Twitter at MegamanTV. Definitely appreciate any and all followers. We've picked up a few new ones so far tonight. So thank you for that, guys. And we're going to keep the matches rolling here. Just waiting for halftime to finish up. We're just rocking out to the greatest song of all time. You all know it. You've heard it the first time you booted up your game and it made your ears bleed. All right, so the countdown coming in for the second half of DE Nuke. It's going to be Mythic here on the CT side. Terror side going to be occupied by Swole Patrol. There you go. There's the link to my Twitter and chat. Thank you, Josh is a boss. You are a boss, Josh. You know that? You probably haven't heard that today. You're a boss. Every single one of you in chat are a boss. I'm trying to relay some positivity to all of you guys tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Enjoy the games. I'm going to try to make it happen for you guys. So we're going to launch right into the second half pistol round here. Swole Patrol on the terrorist side with a 9-round lead. It's a fast upper push, and it's going to be Anger trying to lock it down. He does manage to find one, but he's getting swept on, but he's going to find another. Gets that 90-degree snap. Oh! Anger! Oh! Anger! No! Oh my god, I thought he was going to get the ace there and clean it up with some dirty one-taps, but Anger just goes ham sandwiches and locks it down. So Mythic, they split the pistol rounds. Anger goes loco. What a mental round from Anger. And you saw that. Look, he was warming up. That last round of that that opening half where he gets that 4K, he's just like, I got this, boys. We're gonna there you go. We're gonna ham sandwich them. Boom. Done deal. Beautiful round from Anger. He keeps his team alive. That pistol round, very important. We see the force buy come out for the terrorist side, no bomb plant. So it's going to be the CZ armor buy. Little man trying to get up close and personal. They're going to put those CZs to work. Try to fight it. They double team him, and Flom goes down. Decent damage acquired. Looking down underneath. That's going to be a Dren to pick up that frag, and he's going to have his work cut out for him. There's the flank play, though. Look at that. Hayes finds one, finds a second. Another guy hunkered down up there by that air conditioning unit. What used to be an air conditioning unit. Now it just looks like a white box of nothingness. Cooper working his way around. Woo! Spam war through the bottom of that scaffolding, and it's going to be Cooper that wins that. Thought for sure Adren had the angle on it. He shoots a little bit early and maybe necessarily didn't think that that angle was going to be as steep as it was. He's aiming a little bit too high there. So it's Freakazoid and Cooper, the brothers Grimm, once again. Trying to turn off the x-ray. That's a no-no. Cooper creeping up close. Look at this. He's got the angle on Poland. He's going to find the headshot down to 6 HP. It's all up to Anger, the hero of the pistol round, the hero of the last round of the opening half. Can he be the hero once more? Can you be my hero, baby? He's looking for it. Look at this. He's reading this right, too. They're going down to the lower bomb site. He's going to meet him down there full force. So he's coming on around. Does he take the vent side or does he go doors? Looks like he's going to go doors. Does he read the angle right? Drops the bomb carrier, but Freakazoid is there to win the round, and it's not good. It's not looking good. So the reset is upon him. And again, the same thing happened to them in the last map. They win the pistol round and get reset immediately afterwards. Only in that one, it was 13-3 in their favor. This time it was 13-3 in Swole Patrol's favor. 13-4. But you know what I'm trying to say. It's 12-3. We're there. We're there. Quick push towards outside. Firepower advantage definitely in the favor of the terrorist side of Swole Patrol. A lot of noise being made as they go fast. Silent going to be able to open things up. Spotted outside, and Freakazoid managing to keep the good form going. This is from his brother. The fast flank here from Anger. Are they watching? Oh, that's a dirty angle from Zelsis, but it's read well. They're going to capitalize on that kill. So they at least make it a 3-on-4. Rolling over here towards the dark corner in the hut window. And he's just going to push on out. Not exactly sure what that was about. He could have fallen back and joined his teammate in lobby. Maybe played it a little more patiently, but for all intents and purposes, it is going to be a little bit tougher. Trying to find the angle, but it's not going to be enough. And now with the combined 31 HP between the two players on the CT side, it's not looking good. Silent with that MAC 10. Trying to get that cash money, you know what I'm saying? And they have worked their way back on around here towards the top side of Twinkie. And, well, that's a nice little gift, but is he going to get caught? Oh! Oh! I didn't think he saw him, but Anger didn't see Silent. Silent did catch the corner, seeing Anger there, so they will salvage that back. Do I read chat? I do read chat. I do read chat. I like to see that. I like to see what's going on in your guys' minds as you go on through. (14-4). Dominant performance so far from Swole Patrol on Nuke. They definitely look like they've got it going on. And again, back onto the save. It's a bit of a force buy. They've bought armor behind their pistols. Why are we third person? Fixed. Little man, though, he's farming up that money. $1,200 he dues in his pocket. Good dink there. 1 HP for Little man. Anger, he's finding them. 2 kills. Not able to get a third. Not able to convert it, but he does manage to at least keep this round competitive for his squad. Cooper, though, he's got other plans. And Freakazoid. Adren not looking to the low ground, looking towards the big garage, and he will fall. So now we are on map match and series point here for Swole Patrol as they look to lock this down in 2-0 fashion. Mythic just not showing up here on map number 2. Having a rough go at it. Quick look at the scoreboard. It's been a rough one here for the Mythic side. 17 kills for Anger, 15 for Flom. So they've been doing a brunt of the lifting here for their squad, but only 4 rounds to show for it. 25-9 for Freakazoid, 21-6 for Zelsis. Little man 9-11, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference here as it has been all Swole Patrol all day. Anger and Flom trying to get back into this one. We're not watching any of the action, but it's okay because Freakazoid's going to be able to find the last 2 kills. That's going to finish things off for this best of 3 as it goes 16-4 after a 16-13 comeback from 16. Let me start over. Let me start this one over, guys. Hit the reset button. 2-0 the series goes. Wow, that is just seizure-inducing going on there in the background. Let me hit a little volume here. 16-4 map 2 goes in a 2-0 series that Swole Patrol wins over Mythic. After the first map goes 16-3 on Dust 2, but it was 13-3 for Mythic at one point. Big comeback there for Swole Patrol, and they close out the series 2-0. Finally got it all out there. Finally made it happen. So with that being said, I'm going to check with the admins and see what we're going to do as far as bumping up the next series or whether or not we're going to have to wait it out because the next series is slated to start in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So if I have to, I'll just put the DJ pants on and we'll just rock some music for a little while. But for the time being, we're going to go back to pregame. We're going to bump that off, and that is going to be our next matchup. It's Team 1 versus Blackout Gaming, or Blackout GG, I believe they're called. So you guys don't want to go anywhere. That's going to be coming up after either a short or a long break. I will keep you guys posted. But for now, I'm going to throw on some tunes. Y'all hang tight. Grab yourself something to drink. Go to the bathroom, whatever it is that you need to do. And we will be back with some CS action